Hello my friends, welcome to Poetry Changes Lives. Here we are again in this sheltered garden. It's a bit of a rainy day here in London town, though the sun's out at the moment, so I'm making the most of it. Sitting here as always, reading a bit of poetry, thought for the day, and event or well-known person connected with this day. Poetry Changes Lives is .com is the website where you can read all about it or get a daily email with even more poetry stuff and this reading, and buy the book there if you wish as well. I think it makes a great companion. Well, let me demonstrate. On this day in 1848, the French painter Paul Gauguin was born. Very remarkable painter, wonderful paintings, I think. His family moved to Peru when he was 1 year old, and he didn't actually come back to France until he was 7. He was always a bit of a wanderer, roaming, restless soul, wasn't very good with relationships, tried his hand at various things. He was in Paris as a stockbroker for about 10 years and quite successful, but painting was always his love, and he really gave it to it, himself to it, in middle age, and really started producing remarkable work. But his private life was pretty rocky. Relationships such as his famous attempt to set up a working relationship with Vincent van Gogh in Arles in the south of France, of course, are well known, the disastrous end to that. And Gauguin then went overseas, traveling round the Pacific, ended up living on a Pacific island, and he produced some of his greatest work there, of course, but he was always a restless soul, and I think not really a happy man, though a very intelligent and interesting person. Well, around the same time, another great creative person, Robert Louis Stevenson, was traveling restlessly and ended up living in a Pacific island. I don't think he ever met Gauguin, but it would have been wonderful if they had. They would have had so much to talk about, I think. Stevenson wrote poetry as well as his well-known novels such as Treasure Island and Kidnapped, great adventure stories. His poetry has a touch of adventure in it, but also a great deal of wisdom and reflection. I think his poetry is very fine, actually, and this one sort of reveals in its voice the voice of Robert Louis Stevenson as a man who is a restless soul, but still welcomes moments of quiet and peace and contemplation in his sheltered garden, rather like my sheltered garden, I like to think. Here we are. See what you make of this poem by Robert Louis Stevenson. About the sheltered garden ground, the trees stand strangely still. The vale ne'er seemed so deep before, nor yet so high the hill. An awful sense of quietness, a fullness of repose, breathes from the dewy garden lawns, the silent garden roads. As the hoofbeats of a troop of horse, heard far across a plain, a nearer knowledge of great thoughts thrills vaguely through my brain. I lean my hand upon my arm, our heart's too full to think. Like the roar of seas upon my heart, doth the morning stillness sink. Very kind of deep poem in a way. Beautiful image of Stevenson sitting in his quiet, secluded, sheltered garden ground, pondering about knowledge of great thoughts like hoofbeats of a troop of horse. Quite unique sort of use of imagery and metaphor. I hope you like that. Today I will remind myself that success in anything does not come easy. You have to work for it. Gauguin worked for it. Stevenson worked for it. I'm still working for it. I wish you all a good day and thank you for listening.